Alright everybody, I wanted to try and see if I can make a video to show you how easy my setup is at home. Basically all I have here is a little card that has that's linked basically to my putter scale. So all I do in the morning when I come on a game is I just make sure that the putter pal is lined up in putt mode. With the start of the meter basically over there. So basically when I have a putt, I know exactly where to hit. But now how this basically works, when I go into full shot mode, I'll try and put this a bit closer. You'll see there's a little bit of an offset there at the end. Now that I use is basically my 97% power line. So if I want to go 97%, I just basically go to there, and away I go. Now basically what I've got is, I just thought I'd play one quick hole and just show you. I'm using my cell phone here, so hopefully it all comes out and you can see. But now basically what I'm going to be left with a wedge here, maybe a punch or whatever. Now what I also have is I have a sort of a little yardage chart over here, and basically on here are all different yardages in different roughs, 40-50 rough, 30-40 rough, fescue, brush, whatever the case might be. Now each of the numbers links to a certain number on my putter pal. So if I have 48 yards to go, I know I need to go to what would be, say, 19 feet of power, you know, where the 19 is on the putter pal, so to speak. I've got the same idea going on over here for various sands and all the rest of it. And then I have a calculator, and what I also have is basically all the courses. There I've just opened up St. Andrews. Now I've got an approach, just get these things out of the way quickly. I've got an approach, so basically I only use this really for the par 3s, but now as you can see here, so this is for the front pin on the 11th hole. It's rated at 164 yards. And a 7 headwind pointing between 2 and 3 o'clock. I'll do the 7-iron and put the spin on the Callaway at the tip of the V, and so on. And then what I also have is I have various photos. So we'll just take the second hole, the left pin. I'll just make this just a little bit bigger. Now you can see these are basically just screenshots of various putts, and I'll try and go in a bit close. Now you can see there I hit it 10 on my putter 40 scale, and that missed the ball right. I've got this for basically a few different putts. If I don't have any mention of missed the ball right, missed the ball left, then that means that I hold the putt. So next time I get in this exact same position, it's easy for me just to refer to it. Now just for that specific hole location, I've already got 27 putt locations saved. So I have that for all the courses. So you know, closest to the hole, I've got closest to the hole notes over here, my little wind tool, and all the various bits and pieces. Now I'll just try and zoom in there. We have got 46 yards and a wind 10, wind basically I would say that's between 2 and 3, or well, between 8 and 9 would be the more accurate way to call it. So anyway, regardless of that, let's just move the aimer for the shot, which is basically, that would be 5 yards. I'll move it somewhere like around about there. That's 46 yards, so I'm immediately going to go into punch mode, and I'm going to apply full backspin. I'll go into full screen now. I'll take the pin out. Now for me to hit basically 45, I'm going to hit this at 46 yards. Now according to my little yardage chart over here, to hit it at 46, I've got to go at my 97% mark, which is basically there. So I'm going to try and hit this and look over the edge of my cell phone. Okay, so that's basically going to be 46 yards. Hit a little bit late, and okay, might have got a little bit closer to the ding than. Basically now this putt spell doesn't move. Now I have a putt, 4.7 feet, and so I'll just go, because it's on my 10 scale, to 5 feet. I can't look at the screen and look at the computer screen and the phone screen at the same time, and that's basically how easy it is. That's how easy my setup is anyway. One little, so I don't need to buy a putter pal, I don't need to buy a shot pal, I don't need to buy any of that. All I basically did was I measured the distance of the meter in putt mode, and then split up a card into equal lengths, and then I basically took all my wedges and wrote down various landing yardages for each spot. So if I want to punch my Cleveland wedge with full backspin to 21 yards, I take the power to 12. Easy as that. And I've got all of that written down from all the various different lies, and basically it all sits on that chart that's over there. So all I really have is that piece of paper, which is just a removable bit of card, nothing really special to it, and calculator for working out wind. And that's me. That's basically as simple as I go. So yeah, I don't know if you spend money on putter pals and all the rest of those things. You don't really need to. I know that there's an offset difference at the end here. So rather than where the WGT caddy and all of those things, you scroll it to full shot and it changes the meter. I don't need to do that. I keep this where it is. There's 97%, and then all the various powers, yardages on at putt strength, if I can call it. So 12-foot putt, like I said, punches it to 21 yards. If I use 17 feet of power for a putt, that will punch it 37 yards, and basically that's how I've got it all split up. So fairly easy, and I've got basically yardage charts for all the courses, various photographs, mainly for places like Kiowa, where the dots sometimes change. Sometimes they show putt doing this, sometimes it's doing that. So there I've got quite a lot of photographs from various places that I've been on those greens, and just to make sure if I'm in the same position again, I can say, trust reverse view, trust chip view from the front rather than the back, or whatever the case might be, because I don't have a good enough memory to remember it. So basically I use Windows snipping tool, and I screen capture it before I've hit the putt, and then I save it and make a note of if it missed, I'll make a note of what speed I hit it, what green I was on, tournament, very fast, champ or whatever, and then I just save it as is if it went in, and if it missed a ball right or a cup right or 2 cups left or whatever the case might be, I just make a note in the save description. So the next time I get there, I can have a look and go, right, okay, I underestimated that one the last time, so we need to add a little bit more break or whatever the case might be. So, but basically that's as simple as my setup is. Nothing else. I also have got a little plastic ruler that I use just for wind aim when it's really galing, 30 miles an hour or whatever. Then I use a ruler. Further than that, nothing else.